All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not gonna win. So let's
set. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Go. Set, ready. 90, Wolf. Set, go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 10 Tucson. Ready, ready. On the set. Set, go. On the double. Hut, go. Ready, break. Ready, go. Ready, ready. 18 Gator. Hut, hut. Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Ready, ready. Ready.
All right, you've got one shot left. We are going for gold.
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
Okay, break. Set, hut. Ready, set. Hut, hut. Down. 30 base, let's go. Hut, hut. Ready. Hut, go. Okay, ready. Set, go. Set, hut. 60 outlaw. Ready, ready. Got it. Set, go. Ready. 10 Lobo. Hut, go. Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready, go. Come on, set. 60 orange. Hot, hot. we go. 70 Indy. Ready, ready. Ready, ready, ready. Ready, go. Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Set. Cut. Set. 8. Read. Hut, hut. Set. Ready. 15 lining. 15. Hut, hut.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 90, cool.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Mixon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Ready.
On 3rd and 2, Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Looking to throw. Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 3. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Love. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for.
And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go!
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a 1st down.
59 mark, check.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards.
80 weapon.
On 1st down, Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Love. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Watch the ship, General West. Watch the ship. Check. Ready.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You can't block me. Go. Get it.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
60 outlaw. 59. Switch up. Shoot.
Now Hunt.
Let's go. Come on.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
10 Lobo. 6-6, bullet high. Snap.
Now Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Let's go, defense.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. The kick by Joseph is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. There he goes left side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Looking to throw. Love. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jones now operating from the gun. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Operating from the gun. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down. Jones. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Bam, bam. Here we go.
On second down, it's Hunt, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Joseph is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On third down, Jones. Ebron's got it. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Love. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Love. He's got Smith here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Love eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming. Go.
They're going to try and throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. At 21 yards there as they convert on third. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. To throw on second down. Love. Now he's forced out right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
Check right 54. Line 54. General. West. 31. Check 31. Watch the eye. Out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jalen Ferguson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Love. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available.
And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And the Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but...
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Let's go now. Let's go now. 18 Gator.
On first down, Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
H3, 2, 18, go.
Off the play fake. Love. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Look at me. Door. Check 3 down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On third down, it's Connor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guy, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Pittsburgh, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brad.